Jonathan, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's up?
How's that baby treating you?
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. So Jason and Jana, thanks a lot for considering me and inviting me up here. I know that you gave some props to Jeremy, and I just want to tell you, like, sitting next to you is a big deal to me. I don't know if you ever heard the stories that Sean McCloskey told, but when he first got into the business, this guy was the guru. And he was throwing Sean's paperwork in the trash can because he didn't deliver it right. So that I get to sit next to him on an expert panel, pretty awesome to me. So again, thanks for the opportunity here. Just a little background on who I am, and more so we are, is my beautiful wife is right over there, Erica, who's been juggling that little guy that you've been hearing want to speak to here. His name's Miles, and I'm Jonathan Brazier, and if we're a dynamic duo, I'm definitely Robin. That's Batman over there. But I'm very lucky to be here, and want to tell you kind of a little background. Is we got into it, and everybody says pick a niche or whatever, or what you want to do. But we took a course on this, took a course on that, and we did wholesale, and we did rehab, and we did rentals, and so we fell in love with what we're doing right now the most, which is ownership, or it's control without ownership, basically. And I'll get into explaining that, but just in doing this, just since October, making that our niche, our full-time chase, we've established over $640,000 in equity that builds every month. It's building at like $3,300 every month, so every time somebody makes their payment to us, then we gain more equity, and we got a monthly cash flow of about $3,400. Deposits of over $50,000 now. It's so it's cash now, cash flow monthly, and then cash later. So awesome. And it's a very low risk way to do things. So we deal in pretty houses. So some of these wholesales and rehabs, there's definitely nothing wrong with it. There's a niche for everything. But we like to concentrate on pretty houses that are ready to go, ready to move into, and ready to pass occupancy and get somebody installed. And so it's what we've spent time in getting coaching and mentorship. Jason being one of our coaches, we're working on 2 years in the Lifeonaire coaching program, and not looking to leave. It's of great value to us. In fact, we got some people in town who traveled pretty far, Ohio, just to be here. So that it just built relationships that you can tap into that you don't even understand. How fast that it speeds up your process, having a group to tie into. But what basically control without ownership, and what we've invested our money and time in learning, is to become transaction engineers, really. And if any of you are here when Ron LeGrand came to talk, we bit off on that hook, line, and sinker, been to a number of his events, and did what he told us. We're kind of like Tim. He tell us to do it, and we go out there and apply it, get our marketing in place, get our phone ringing, and then go out and take action. So what we do is we take people's houses that sometimes they're struggling to sell at full retail because every month they're competing against 2,000 plus foreclosures hitting the marketplace, and they're sometimes paying 2 mortgages at a time, and their realtor isn't working hard enough for them. So we take those houses and we take them over. So we take them over with a lease to own it. Some people call it rent to own. That's one of the ways. Other ways, if they own it outright in a seller financing program. And then the final way, which is our favorite, is subject to their existing debt. And what we do is we get a contract put in place that we can assign. So we lock this property up, and then we market it to the marketplace of a big pool of people that are very interested in owning a home, but the bank won't let them right now. So they're folks that only about 19% of the public today can qualify for a mortgage. They don't have the credit score, the debt to income ratio, the work history. So what we do is we fix them. And we find the cream of the crop of that other 81%, and how we can choose between them is every time we put a house out there in the marketplace as a rent to own, we get a good line out the door. We get to turn people down that are applying and choose which one has the biggest down payment and which one will pay us the most monthly and which one is gonna turn into an actual buyer the fastest. And then we put them in credit repair or find out, that they're self-employed and they haven't been filing their taxes exactly right, and put them in a 2 or 3 year lease to own. All the while, let's say for instance, a mortgage that we're taking over on, we buy a house for $220,000. We put somebody in and sell it to them for $245,000. So right there, the back end is $25,000. Well, then the mortgage monthly, $1,400, $1,000 of that is building equity for us because we agreed to pay the seller $220,000. So they come to the plate with a $5,000 or $10,000 deposit, which is actually lease option fee that's non-refundable, and that does come off the sale price. But if they don't execute like they're supposed to at the end of their term, do their part, then we keep it and we install somebody else and start the process over. The neat thing is we don't use our own money to do it. We use other people's property, keep the mortgage in their name, and we install these tenant buyers, and both sides, there's an extra reward because both sides call us a blessing. We delivered turkeys at Christmas, and they said, "Oh, my parents are so proud. We've always rented, now we own." In fact, they still pay rental insurance and they're still paying rent, but one day the end goal is that they'll own the property and they have the first right to purchase it. So the back end is the real payday, and we just had one of those turn, even though it's since October that we've done it. So they say the national average is 2 years for somebody to end up buying, but that was only a few months that they were in the house. So we do find people with 719 credit scores that are ready to buy, try to sell or finance it to them, and they didn't like our rate, so I said, well, go find another one.
Right.
Worked out and we closed. So it's a pretty awesome program. Again, you don't need your own credit to do it. You just need to take the action to do it and understand the system, understand the engineering of that transaction. So we have credit, we have money, but we haven't had to go use it. And since it's such low risk, good profit, we built our portfolio much faster than most people do. And now people from this Reai group have approached us and asked could they team up with us and be our assistants and team, and partner deals. And so we're absolutely willing to do that. Your brother is not here right now, but we're due. We've collected a down payment. We're not cashing the check until we install the tenant buyer, which is due September 1st, but he will be receiving a reward
Awesome.
for helping us to find it. So I love to share. If you look at our YouTube page, you'll see me giving out checks all the time. It's one of the funnest things that I do is handing out money for people that help us. And I'm an open book. I'm willing to share. So we're looking for some other people to team up with. Our long-term goal is to continue to do coaching and help people to change their lives, like Jason, our coach here, and Chuck, and the mentors that we've met along the way have helped us. It's just been invaluable, paid off cars,
It's been cool to watch you guys progress, man, because you're posting, on Facebook a lot, and it is a huge inspiration to everybody, because one day I'll see Erica post a check for $23,000 paid off a car, and post one for $18,000 paid off a student loan, and you guys have gone a long way in a really short period of time. And that's so cool. I mean, it's such a blessing to me and Chuck to be able to watch that happen. And you transitioning away from a full-time job to being able to be there for your wife and be there for your new baby and do all those things that you wouldn't have been able to do before. You guys have made some really good decisions and done some really cool stuff, and it is an inspiration to everybody.
It was a big deal to take a vacation in a year because I was a workaholic at my job, but last year we took a vacation every month. Sometimes it was a real estate related one, but tax deduction.
But every month's not bad, right? For once a year.
No,
That's
it's great. It's great. And now I got the little guy in the house, so I'm looking forward to more time to do that. And completing our team and bringing him along as soon as he's ready to understand it. We're going to have him investing.
Right on. Thanks for sharing, man.
No problem. Thank you.